Hello. Good evening to everyone. We are live. So I just want to take a few minutes just to wait for some friends to connect. Please go ahead and share this on your feed, share it in the inbox. We'll be talking about retirement and where do I save my money and how do I get this started? A few key things that we need to know. So go ahead and take the time to share this on your feed, share it on your stories, share it with your friends and family because everybody's going to do it to retirement. All right? So let's go ahead and share. And let me know where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? Okay? Let's go ahead and where are you seeing me from? Okay, I'm going to keep friends to connect. Talk a little bit about retirement. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just get started. If not, then you can watch the recording. It's going to be available to you. I'm really excited about this. This is a topic I'm going to continue to talk about because it is key. But before I get started, I just want to introduce who am I? So my name is Glisette Torres, and I am a mother of two beautiful girls. I have a supportive husband. I am an educator at heart. Math is my jam. A bachelor's in business administration and accounting. Makes sense, right? And I have a passion for financial literacy and educating my community in financial literacy. And so I want to go ahead and just jump right in to the topic of today. And so I want to talk about retirement, the path to retirement, and how much money do I actually need and where do I save this? Right? Many times we don't think about it, so out of sight, out of mind. And that really affects us because there's something that we cannot get back. If you think you know what that is, go ahead and type in the chat. If I'm talking about retirement and I mentioned to you there is something that we cannot get back, and when we keep this in the back burner, what is that? Let's see. Let's see who can go ahead and comment. All right, before I spill the beans. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you know that is time. We do not get back time. And so every day, every week, every month, and every year that we do not plan for retirement, we're planning to fail because we cannot go back our time. We cannot go back a year, 2 years. We can't be 18 again or 21. And so every time we procrastinate that, then what we're doing is failing because we have not planned. And so, I just mentioned a little bit about me, but why is this so important to me and what is it that I do? I help individuals, families, and business owners prepare and protect their financial future and the unexpected so that they can live and leave a lasting legacy. This is key. And this can be in retirement and in many other areas. Because as a financial consultant and financial coach, every individual has different needs. And all I want to do is to be able to help individuals, families, and business owners prepare for that. There is many things in life that is unexpected to us, and this is what I do. Now let's go ahead and talk about, okay, how much money do I actually need for retirement? And now here, this is really ballpark, right? Every individual situation is different because everybody has a different income, everybody has different needs, different wants. But the first thing is we have to think, what is it that we want for our retirement? What are our goals? What does retirement really look like for you? Have you ever asked yourself that? Have you done a plan and said, well, when I decide to retire, at the age you decide, right? Because there's a number that Social Security tells us, and there's a number that the IRS lets us get into our benefits. But then there's our personal number. When is it that I decide I want to stop working and enjoy the rest of my life? And so, just a ballpark, if I'm 40 or less, I should be saving about 10% of my net income. And this can vary depending on each person's situation, but this is just to give you an idea. If I am older than 40, but I am younger than 50, then I should be looking at about 15% of my net income. And if I am 50 or above, you have to pay catch up. I would even say if you're older than 40, you're playing catch up because you probably started working when you were 18. I started working when I was 16. Well, when I was 15, but really with all the deductions and all those things, I was 16. And so I cannot get back those years if I start planning late. And I shouldn't be depending on Social Security because the reality is I know many people that I have helped with other services or when they're close to retirement that what they get from Social Security is less than 1,200, and their income was about 5,000 a month. So what are you going to do to supplement that? What are you going to do to make sure that when you decide to stop working, you have the income you need to cover what you need and what you want, your needs and your wants and your goals. And so this is ballpark. But what I do is I sit down with every individual and we have a conversation about this, and your number can be different. But if you have asked yourself, I don't even know where to start, I have no idea. They have never educated me on this. They have not had a conversation with me. Then this can give you at least a lens to know, okay, this is where I should be starting. And so keep this in mind, about 10% if you're younger than 40, older than 40, less than 50, 15%. And if you are 50 or above, let's look at 20%. But if you want your specific number and you want to know what that looks like for you, then at the end, I will be sharing my information and I could go ahead and help you with that. Now, once we have determined how much we are going to how much we are going to save for our retirement, right? When we stop working, then I'm thinking, where do I put this? What do I do? Because many of us are just used to following the norm. Everybody's going this way. This is the way I'm going. And so when you think about where do you put your savings, your nest egg, there's some things that you should consider and that are key to make sure that all the money that you have saved up after years and years of working is there and available and you do not run out of money. So the first thing you have to look at, is growth. You need to make sure that wherever you sit your money, you have growth. And so if you have your money in a savings account, you're getting anywhere from 0.1 to 0.3%. You barely notice if they're giving you anything. So you're getting less than cents of a dollar. And so there is no growth there. Your money is not working for you. And the reality is, if you're not getting growth, it's probably even working against you. And so you need to make sure that you put your money in a vehicle that offers growth so that you can make sure that not only are you accumulating what you have saved, but you are getting money on top of that that is going to supplement your retirement. Another thing you need to consider is that it is secure. You need security because the older we get, we do not have time to recover if we have losses. And that is something that a lot of us do not either understand, or it's out of sight, out of mind, or we do not know of other vehicles available. And so, if you have all your retirement nest egg in a vehicle where it's like a roller coaster, right? We're going up and down, up and down. And these vehicles are 401ks, 403bs, 457s, anything that is tax deferred and that is invested in the market, you do not have security there. There is zero security. Right now, you can go up 30% and then you can lose it all. Or you can lose a big percentage and then you're trying to play catch up for years. So you need to make sure that when you're looking at something for your retirement, you need to have it secure, because there is a guarantee that unless you pass away prematurely, you are going to retire. We are all going to retire. And so another thing that you have to consider is an option that is tax-free. Currently, if you are watching this and you have not retired yet, and you have children at home and you have a mortgage, you have currently tax credits. Your child gives you tax credits and you have deductions that helps lower your tax income. So you're paying less. But when you get to retirement, usually our kids are grown up, so we cannot use them as tax credits. We cannot use them to lower our tax income. Our home is paid off, so we cannot use that. And so all of a sudden, my income, even if it's less than when I worked, I can be in a higher tax bracket because now I don't have any deductions. And so you have to take that into consideration, that if, let's say, you have a 401k and then you have Social Security, well, they're going to count all of that as income. And you don't have deductions to help you lower your tax bracket and pay less in taxes. And so if you're going to set extra money aside to supplement, or if you're going to make a decision and say, hey, do I want to go the tax defer route and pay taxes in the future? Or do I want to make sure that I pay taxes now when they're lower and I have deductions, and find something that is tax-free? I know that I want to go the route of paying now my taxes, then paying them in the future when my daughter's an adult and my house is paid off, and all of a sudden I don't have any deductions. And so I want to go the tax-free route, and I can help you figure that out for you. What does that look like for you? And the last thing you have to consider is something that offers protection. What do I mean by protection? Well, we have money saved up for our retirement. We have looked at security. We have looked at tax-free. But what if I do not have it in a tax-free retirement account? What if I do not have it where it offers me extra protection in the case of, for example, a chronic critical illness? What if there's many people that have a heart attack, a stroke, cancer, Alzheimer's, and we are not protected against that if we have our money in normal vehicles that we're used to seeing in our job? We have whatever's there. Let's say we have $500,000, and that's it. That's the number. But if we need to touch that money, because we have an illness, then we're basically using the money we need to live and pay our expenses and our needs to now help us with this illness. And you can have a vehicle that offers growth, security, tax free, and offers protection in the case of a premature death, in the case of chronic critical illnesses, and you do not need to touch your Social Security, or if you have a 401k or a pension or a 403b. And so when you are planning these things, you need to plan to succeed. And when you plan to succeed, you are going to be protected in all of these areas here. Now, if you do not know what this is or what does that look like, we can help you. I can help you, or you can find someone that you trust that can sit down with you and verify what are your needs, what are your wants, what are your goals, where are you currently at, and where do you want to go, and what is the path to get there. So these are the two topics I really wanted to discuss with you. And so just to recap, first of all, how much do I need for retirement? That is going to depend on every single individual, but we can look at between 10 to 20%. Now, if you want your specific number, I can help you with that. And we want to make sure that once we've decided what is the number that I feel comfortable with, that I know I need for our retirement, it has to have these four components to make sure that when I start getting my distributions in retirement, I have all of this, and I do not need to sell my home. I do not need to sell my assets, and I have 100% tax free. And so I hope this information was beneficial to you. Share this video, please, with your friends and family. Post it. I just want to be able to help as many individuals, families, and business owners prepare for the unexpected and for their financial future. And so if you want to know where to contact me, here's my information. This is my phone number, my website, and you can go ahead and follow me on social media. If you scan the first QR code, you will get to my calendar for a 15-minute discovery call just to see if I can help you. We'll just have a conversation, get to know each other, and ask a few questions to see if I can help. And if I can, maybe we'll go into another call where we really go in depth on your specific situation. And if you want extra information, you can also go ahead, look at my digital business card and learn a little bit more about me. I really hope this information was beneficial. I'm going to go ahead and chat with you in the comments. So please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And also, if there's any specific topic that you would like me to discuss, let me know either through DM or through the comments so that I can go ahead and prepare that for you. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you have an amazing evening. See you next time.